satisfaction guaranteed.
Real tiger fish. Get it while it's hot.
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
Real tiger fish. Get it while it's hot.
Try something new at the one-man restaurant.
Ad Astra Abyss. Ad Astra.
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
Come and see these rare and precious curios. Honey, just just plain stupid.
Hey there. Don't be shy. Come inside.
Come and see these rare and precious curios. Honey.
Listen, let me tell you how it is. Listen,
try something new. The one Ming
These people must have iron stuff.
Welcome to Second Life. Satisfaction guaranteed.
There is no escape! Let me scry! Shadows of fate! Shine down! Illusion shattered! Delve into destiny! There is no escape! Shine down! I must leave no stone unturned. Steady as stone. I missed a spot. I must leave no stone unturned. Let me scry. Illusion shattered.
Take them. I have no need.
Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance. Ad Astra Abyssa.
Mondstadt, welcome.
Haven't you heard?
Pie.
There's a
That's
strange
what I'll make
wanderer in
tonight.
Wolfendom.
Gosh.
Illusion shattered!
Leave my space! Curses!
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Delve into destiny. Finding treasure is pretty exhilarating.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby. thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way. If that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh! Alright, let's... Oh. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures. Oh, that's right! Now that you mention it, we could...
I'll keep this close. Is this an answer from this world?
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millelith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders!
Well, here they come.
Let me scry. There is no escape. Delve into destiny.
Two arms! Take the target alive!
Let me scry.
Steady as stone.
Shine down.
Attack! Take this!
Shadows of fate.
Take the target alive! Bastard! Who goes there? Attack!
Let me scry.
Take the target alive! Let it try!
Attack! Take this! Beaten.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet...
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millelith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly—
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect—
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as such. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the— I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than— how surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth.
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they—
Favor? But... Wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to...
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me you didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches. Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one!
There is no escape!
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that? No! That was definitely someone in trouble. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone...
Odious fate, written in the stars.
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
You're open!
Illusion shattered!
You're open!
There is no escape!
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Aw, it was nothing. No need...
I understand. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure...
Wait a moment.
And what?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry. Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar-frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package. Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your...
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him... Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least a...
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we...
Sure. Please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great... It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime!
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decoration.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got...
Thank you so very much.
The key here is consumer psychology.
According to Keqing, excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the...
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Jueyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting,
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft.
And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take in. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played that day at Yujing Terrace? It was also very... But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the...
Who's this enemy you're talking...
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking...
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little...
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and if possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Keqing... you'd pick... I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long... well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue, indeed, it seems that you... I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible... allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy...
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing... wait, that's right. Speaking of N...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! Let's see, what? One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these... just imagine. Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a sigil of permission, something, Aw, that doesn't sound... This piece of paper shows that it... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief, but research on the sigil of permission... Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust... That's... anyway, before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh... There really were Fatui echolocation written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us, too.
This was well done. But unfortunate fault.
Delved into destiny.
There are so many talismans here. And Paimon's seen them. Oh, Paimon! But how did a relic of... Oh, that talisman's like that. Maybe the Fatui are copying this... Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. That's... And the plot. Alright. The last stop on our right of... Let's go! Paimon...
As a good knight should. Someone needs assistance.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy...
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even...
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed.
Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a business. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her.
The Jade Chamber is only second.
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village... Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her...
No. Those lilies have all been... Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to... But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Insolent.
Let me scribe.
Shine down.
I must leave no stone unturned. Shadows of fate!
Illusion shattered!
weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long.
Well, that's nice and all.
Unfortunately...
That's so...
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's-her-face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the wind.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis, the other five, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since...
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued... Well, let's save that conversation for another day. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found.
Oh, so did you sing us...
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies...
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business.
I've had enough ventures beginning a new undertaking, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear...
Wow. See? Alright, I think it's about time... the gate is swarming with Millelith and...
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millelith are watching our every move now. These are
desperate times.
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but however, both sides were quite
It seems inevitable, given the...
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows...
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and
And what now?
That's all Ning... She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect...
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Neither path is an easy...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring up.
Things are taking a turn. I'm afraid I must leave now to... Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler.
Having connection... So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone, he must be waiting for the moment when... But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this? Wow! This is the gold. It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who... This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! But even if we can't take, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora, it's like a dream come true. Oh, right. It's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon, quick! We have to go
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for you. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, either way, we now come to my favorite part, the battle.
Battle? So you're the
You... When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the... When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize... But as for me, the greatest pleasure...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt...
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Besides, you could never defeat me. Fighting talk, I love... This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Passable effort.
Remove all obstacles. Shine down!
Poor timing.
There is no escape! Written in the stars!
Run all you like!
Windblade!
Not
with
bad,
the wind!
Not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. Something else catch your eye?
Delved into destiny.
The price of a single slip.
Windblade!
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing me to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
Let me scribe.
There is no escape!
My vision is clouded. Leave it all to me. Time to clean up.
Shatter!
Illusion shut. Shadows of fate. Decided by destiny. Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Disappear!
Curses. Odious fate. Delve into destiny.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Look! Child's back to normal!
Well then, it seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any you had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how you already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make
Unfortunately, I must bring this amulet. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again. In fact, it might be that the
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little. As such, we must.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the truth is, the world belongs to those who. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex. who was defeated by Morax, the Geor Archon in the Archon War. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand
But the Archon War ended 2000...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils... Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a... With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to... But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geor Archon to show it... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vort...
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex...
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The fort, which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against... So will the power of the Qixing, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop...
We've already discussed this together.
What? Wait,
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it peaked their and as fate would have it, one who did craft the For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but...
I suppose this is one blessing from... So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Bull. We haven't a moment to spare.
Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced the god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Let's move! Windblade!
Illusion shattered!
Unfortunate fault!
Shine down!
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is Adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Karst! Wow, it's a Madame Ping shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Shine down! Ha! Ha! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
This isn't good.
With the blood of the Chilian, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of Adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Disgusting.
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak!
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Illusion shattered!
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace!
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster, the effects of the Sigil of Permission last. It will be some time before the Overlord...
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just...
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the... At first, it was only the size of a small room. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Both seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well...
Oh?
3,700 years. According... Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today... Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each...
Are you questioning our means of protect...
I mean no offense. I simply...
Forebears, you say?
This morning, Rex
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world. But I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the animal... The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing...
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper...
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But that... Although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Huh? Why does everyone...
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those... When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they... Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to...
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue, the country of contracts, is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. Although their blood is weak, there is still the time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! surprised that Child wanted to unleash the god, but we were able to handle the Overlord of the Void. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still... Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless Rite of Parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshem Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong? Last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about the attack? We had better go and make...
You call this cooperation between Harbingers?
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides... Oh, it seems that some of your...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
It's you two. Ah, right. I imagine that it...
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last... So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time.
Well, if it isn't you two, this is a...
Paimon...
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well. Nothing personal. We just have different views. The real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. So actually...
Stop wasting time, child. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would...
What in the world are you talking...
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So, no, wait, that's a...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling...
Wait,
Perhaps it's best, as you know. I've dwelt upon this world for more than... Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowd.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the... Indeed I was. The Gnosis which I had... That's right. Which is why I can...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return...
Of course. And it would have been all... Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has...
In the end, the resolution to all... Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old tradition. All of these things turned out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. To come to the defense, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death. Huh? On the contrary, I think it is excellent.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for... Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter.
Fine. I'll meet you there.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always...
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contract. As for the bargaining chip that's up, uncover that answer for yourself.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting... So Rex Lapis is... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin...
The Fatui? They certainly...
Shh! Lower...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere.
Yes, and to think that this happened...
Say, do you think the...
Now that you... I mean, it all fits together. That person must have... Still, what sort of supernatural...
forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millelith over there looks like...
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the gods and Adepti live glorious, rumors and hearsay abound on the street. having been thwarted in his trial. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the So that... something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his note? Exactly, right? Ooh. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously,
3,700 years of contract.
we, the people of Liyue,
The long, unending dream.
now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as...
So concludes the words of Does Her Eminence the Yuha...
Traveler.
Yikes! She really...
Is that the traveler who they say defeated?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
The cleanup of the...
Why you? If you were looking for someone.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on, but it seems as if those perfumes really... Well, that's fine.
Perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best.
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue, what shape shall...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in... And here you are looking over...
Right. If the two of you...
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli.
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets... But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to,
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended. I will treasure the memories that is true.
Paimon thinks...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by... Yes, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me...
Paimon thinks we've heard that...
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their... But if a person shows true strength of will at a this is what visions are. Magical foci.
Uh-huh. That's how people...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began
Vision hunt?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon...
They want to seize visions.
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely...
Whoa!
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now... Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most... 7 ideals for 7 gods. And... all right then. Was there anything else you would... Ah, that was a good one. That said, the reason why the Chi Sing... I hinted as much to the... How did I accomplish that, you ask? All right then. Was there any...
Yeah, about that. Before the Chi Sing made their...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment. Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, all right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, since Morax is... Also, isn't the Golden House the only...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations.
This is terrible!
Yes, this is it. Well...
Then, did you at least set some private...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think... All right then. Was there anything else you wished to... The time of the Adepti has long passed. Kuching is absolutely... Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been... Could the original person who brought up the... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get...
Children, come.
Oh, what is...
Oh, no. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our...
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleanse... That simply... Fortunately, I have not yet grown so... Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then... It is a... I will not go into too much detail. The teapot that you entered previously...
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lap? But that's enough nostalgia for now.
That's right! Fine.
Oh, settle down now, children. What's more, I doubt that you would know... Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Ma. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this. Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the cap. In any case, Smaragdus jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Goodness knows if that...
Well, since you're in a...
Yes.
She counts? How come the...
Oh, maybe so. Who could...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. Yanfei, I believe...
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millelith. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millelith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her. A shame that we didn't meet. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei. Oh, yes, here's my business card. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address.
All right, Yanfei.